recording. And then, ladies and gentlemen, ooh, this is actually not cold enough. I need to make our fridge a bit colder. Today's game plan. Do you jerk off? Yes. I jerk off 3 times a day. You? I just jerk off once a day. Only beginners jerk off once a day here. You have to at least jerk off 3 times per day. That being said, I put myself into the fucking mood. It's time to start fucking cooking. So let me pull up our magical Miro board. Let's see. Let me put you guys. Okay, what's the smartest thing now in order to not fuck up my recording? Discord over here. Miro board over here. VIP Q4 season. That looks like the right. I was just about to say motherboard. Miro board. Share the screen. And let me have a look at the recording. Oh shit, guys, I'm actually cooking this time. Okay. Woo! Fuck, I'm hyped for today. Today is probably... why the fuck does this look like a fucking penis somehow? Like, with a bit imagination. If we add this here, we basically have a huge cock. Okay. Let's stop yapping for a second and let's actually get cooking if my fucking keyboard wants to. Today is the most important call out of all. If you guys, let me have a look at who's in the call. It looks like most of you guys already been in the previous calls. There's just 1, 2, 3 faces that I don't think have seen the previous videos. So this is our Q4 bootcamp call. Let me pick you guys up. Basically what we're doing is, I'm not telling you guys what to do. We're figuring out together whilst we have this call on how to actually, oops, 1 second. I fucked up the recording. Okay, this looks better. Basically, we are building this game plan together. That means we came up in our very first call with Organic Nemesis. This is Mr. OG Organic Nemesis. So we came up with the idea or the final goal to make 100k revenue this Q4. So then we discussed basically the entire way of how to find the products, what to do, what criteria to look for. Then we went about the content, like we didn't went specifically over what content exactly to do. That's something we'll look at maybe in 3 to 4 weeks when it actually becomes super important. But we talked about the entire product launching strategy, how we should do it in order to track and have more success with future products as well. And then the last thing was just in general talking, what do we do after we found our first product and we start making money? But let's have a look at the bigger chart. This was everything just step numero uno. And we've already been talking about so much fucking sauce that actually the pressure is on me, bro. I am not coming prepared to these calls. I'm just randomly starting to yap and looking hopefully to come up with something that makes sense at the end of the call. So that being said, today, in my opinion, when I look at all these lessons that are still coming up, this is the most important part, the product research. Like, which product do we actually start running? What niches do we want to go for? What's our strategy? Like, is it 80% seasonal products, maybe 20% evergreen products? That is going to be super important. So today we will kind of try and find a strategy for that. And why is that so important in my opinion? Because of this. Like, you guys remember this chart? I was talking in the beginning, the first thing, if you fuck up the first thing, and this part, for example, would have only gotten like 6 out of 10 points because we settled for a worse product than we should have, then we already fucked up the rest of our organic business life cycle chain, right? Whereas if you choose the right product, we do the proper content research, we do the right content creation, and then we just suck at content conversion, then it's much easier to just fix the last step instead of having to go back all the way to the first step and try and fix the first step, right? So that's what we've been talking about so far. Today, we're going to focus on Let me put that. Let's actually see what we have. Custom dropshipping seasonal. So first things first, since this entire Q4 bootcamp, I want to pick up everyone. And also, we've been talking about organic nemesis. We're not talking about people who already made 7 figures and now trying to make their first 6 figures. Like organic nemesis, we said, okay, it's a beginner. He probably made like 5 to 10K in revenue. And now this Q4, he set the goal for himself to make 100K revenue, which is why all my answers and my replies are based around how to make 6 figures. Sometimes you might be wondering, oh shit, but this is not how to get to 7 figures, so I would do this different. Like all my replies, you have to always think about they are specifically for organic nemesis, how to make those 6 figures. So let's get right into it. On today's call, let's actually see how we are going to structure this shit. Let's go over here. This is going to be our product area. We have the theory I want to talk with you guys about. The theory. Then we'll put it into practice, which means as much as actually doing the PR ourselves. And I'd say that being said, we can actually dive right into it. So, theory. By the way, guys, be active in the call. This is the more you are active in the call, the more you actually have a learning effect. So if you type in the answers one of the first of all, you're not only fucking good. Second of all, you also challenge yourself to actually learn. Don't just sit here and listen. We're doing all of this shit together. So that being said, everybody get to his keyboard and tell me, what are criteria for winning products? I covered this multiple times already in the Warp course, so everybody should be able to just mention that by heart, and we should ideally at least find 10 criteria. So first people are already sending in messages. Fire, let's cook. Let me get this shit right. Welcome to McDonald's. Does it have demand? Then I can see wow effect. Giftable. The fuck? Giftable. Giftable, yet. Demand, giftable, you know the niche. You know the niche. Let's put it like that. Passionate niche. And then we will add, can I run this to my advantage? Then price. No, I wouldn't say the price is really important. You can always, if the to be honest, you can sell products always more expensive and always cheaper if you just have the either right way of marketing angle or you have the wrong supplier. High ticket, I personally like more. No, passionate niche, enjoy filming, recently viral. Marketing angles. Oh, come on, guys. This is just a generic broad answers. There's so much more specific answers you can give me. Come on, start thinking. Would buy it yourself. Would I buy this myself? Yep. Is there a barrier to entry? Beautiful. Barrier to entry. Super fucking important. This is 10 times more important than the fucking... Okay, this is all equally as important. But barrier to entry, I feel like is something I always like to look for if there's really high barrier to entry, because I don't want to... Oh, brandable, that's good. Brandable. Brandable. Let's put packaging in brackets, and then we have wow factor, able to film, problem solving, market demand, passionate connection, shareability. Yeah, I'd put that under marketing angles. High ticket, more rev per mil, blah 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 blah. Yep, I'd say that is good enough. Longevity, I would put also below brandable. Like the second you kind of can start branding something, that means there is more potential to it, and this is more like a long-term product. And this might actually, let me see. This looks good. We can work with this. So this is more than enough. Obviously, there's always small things that can be added or taken away. But this is the main theory for winning products. So let's fill this out with words. Why the fuck can I not change the color? Oh, okay. Green is fine. Does everybody know more or less what we're looking at? Wow effect. Wow effect is probably the aspect that is being the most misunderstood in the entire space. A wow effect doesn't mean like you should have fucking shiny object syndrome, and if it's not blinky and shiny, then there's no wow effect. Yeah, the colors mean nothing. It's just to look better and look different than the other shit. The colors don't make any difference. The wow effect doesn't always have to be a shiny LED shit, which is something that I actually thought in the beginning, which is why I want to point it out. The wow effect can be as much as highlighting a problem or highlighting the solution to a problem. Exactly, Will. For example, if somebody has acne and you have the beauty cream that's going to solve it, bam, that is a wow effect. For example, with people, if they have a problem in the health niche and you are the one to help them get rid of their problem in a time frame where the doctor said, okay, this is going to take you 3 years, but you just found a product which helps them get rid of this problem in only 4 weeks, that is a fucking wow effect. Can you explain what's the wow effect in Carbrace, for example? It's fucking custom made. Everything. So here's the thing. If you go to Africa, for example, all those souvenir shops, like we all know that they have these small porcelain made out of ceramic, small miniature things, right? They don't really have a wow effect. That looks overall just like a cheap ass product. But the fact that this is self-made, this is custom made for specific cars, especially because this is not ran through by so many brands. Like, I can count on one hand how many brands have been running this. This is a wow effect, something that people have not seen before, something that makes them connect to their car. Carbrace is not a problem-solving effect, though. Problem-solving has multiple different metaverses. So, as I said before, a crazy wow effect can be something that is super shiny and super LED-like. For example, the RC drift cars, some normal LEDs, something that just looks super visually appealing. That can be a wow effect. But then on the other hand side, as just mentioned, there's problems which don't have this, such as, for example, something against back pain. They don't have any shiny LEDs illustration, but they still have a wow effect because they solve problems so much faster than, for example, usual methods. Does that make sense? And then we have the fact that it's giftable. How do you know if it's giftable? I think this goes hand in hand with, would I buy this for myself? I always ask myself the question, would I buy this for myself? If the answer is no, I'm most likely like, it's going to be very, very tough to market this, because also I feel like my marketing brain, for example, is always super limited when I wouldn't want to buy this for myself, because I have to put myself in a different perspective, which was very hard for me for the Muslim jar. Like, I would have never bought the Muslim jar for myself, which is why at some point I just stopped doing it. Whereas for Carbrace, a few of my other products, I'm always like, holy shit, I can do this marketing angle. And giftable basically means, can you gift this to anyone else? So let's imagine if this is a product for men, the Carbrace, for example, because this is always the perfect example I like to talk about. When we talk about Carbrace, how can you feel the giftable factor? Would I buy this for my dad who loves cars? Yes. If the answer is no, then you should probably not run it, because either it looks too cheap, it looks trash, it doesn't really provide a value, and so on and so forth. So this should always be a yes. Not a yes. This should always be yes. Would I buy this for myself or my dad or my mom or my brother or my sister? Yes. If no, it's hard for me to actually, in my perspective, I wouldn't want to run it. And then the giftable factor as well. I just see Noah saying something about packaging. The packaging looks high quality. Boom. If you have a product, that's very important for Q4. Every single product that you run, if the product is just a 6 out of 10, but the packaging makes it a 10 out of 10, Like, for example, the F1 race jackets, vanity jackets or something like that. They have this crazy F1 Formula gift box shit thing. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Let me show you. Instagram. F1. This is a banger packaging. Like, people hate doing packaging shit, especially boys. But if a girl, like, this increases the fact so much more that people would actually want to buy this for other people. This is a sick ass packaging, especially for a girl product. So if you have a product like this, for example, with this packaging, bro, go full send on that shit. This is crazy. Or even if you can come up with something like that, or just even use this for marketing angles, or just put this on your website but don't ship it out, then that is just a small hint I can give you to get higher conversions, because good packaging is going to be super important in Q4, which makes the entire giftable fact also so much easier. Next up, we have passionate niches. We talked about the passionate niches. We already talked about the niches here. So if you guys don't know which niches exist, just have a look at the previous calls. Those niches all exist. In my opinion, they are all the same passionate. It just depends what product you do, right? If you run an animal product in the gaming niche, nobody's going to buy. Whereas if you run the arcade in the gaming niche, obviously that's a good product in a high passionate niche. So you have to promote the right product in the right niche. And then, can I run this to my advantage is also one of my, next to barrier to entry, I would actually say those are the two things I pay the most attention to when I do my normal product research. Like, the first thoughts I always have, I'm also going to explain to you guys how I actually do my product selection what's my thought process. My first thought process is probably just having these two things in mind. Is this actually something I will run? And is there any kind of barrier to entry? Because I don't want to have fucking burners running my product a week later. And then because then I would save those products, have them in my library, and then at some point I would go back and then I would reflect on all these points. Does this product actually check all of the criteria? And if yes, then that is my product to order. But the first two criteria, in my opinion, that I always look at is the barrier to entry given, and can I run this to my advantage? So if it's a car product and you don't have a car, or you have to rent a car, or you have to go out of your way in order to get the car, then this is probably not a good product that you should be running. If it's a gaming product and you don't have a gaming area, then this is probably a product you shouldn't be running. If it's a dog product or a cat product, then this is probably something you shouldn't be running. So obviously, I'm not saying you should exclude those products. There are still points of times where you should be doing it. I was running in the Muslim jar as well, which was probably not to my advantage. I had no idea. I couldn't use any controversy. I was always late with the video concepts because I had to understand the controversy first, and then I could replicate the videos. But if you like, right now I'm talking long-term, big products, which is probably going to be for the first 6 figures. I'd say we shouldn't be focusing too much on that. Like, with the first 6 figures, you can easily make that with a product that you probably hate running. But overall, I would still say you shouldn't be going too far out of your way in order to film for this product. So also, another thing I want to mention, nowadays with AI, with rip clips, you can be running so many more products that you probably, before all this content came up, you could not be running. So, for example, there's specific products in the animal niche, in the gaming niche, in the supplement niche, which people could not be running to their advantage, but just because of the time we're in right now, this kind of allows you to go more widely on different products. And then, marketing angles. Are the marketing angles that we're looking at, do they look high converting, or is it just a trash video where nobody's actually asking below the video where to buy it? If he just went viral for a gimmicky reason, hard. If he actually went viral and we look at the comments and everybody in the comments is saying, holy shit, where do I buy this? Then this is a good marketing angle. Then we just need to think again, is this something that we can run to our advantage? And on top of that, is there multiple angles that we can do? This is super important. Can this product be ran in different niches as well as with other, what did I just say? Marketing angles. So let me explain the marketing angle shit again. I explained that in course. I hope everybody of you guys watched the course, but as we found out in one of the most recent VIP Q4 calls, not everybody watched the course. So, quick recap. A different marketing angle when we talk about this orb, or when we talk about the digital frame, These products have been fucking ran in every possible niche, in the dog niche, in the cat niche, in the couples niche, in the baby niche, in whatever niche you can think of, anime niche, car niche. It has been ran through every single niche. That is how you run the product in different marketing angles. So if this product went super viral in the baby niche, and this is a product where you can run it in different niches, then the second you would bring this, for example, into the anime niche, which is something I wouldn't recommend because anime niche always gets fucked up audience. But if you would do it, that would already be a brand new audience, because the people who only interact with anime audience, they haven't even seen the product, because their For You page is only specifically for anime content. And brandable packaging is the same as giftable, but also brandable. So brandable can mean multiple things. And now it's your time, guys. What does brandable even mean? What are brandable factors? Everybody who has seen my latest 3-hour YouTube video and educated himself, he would know exactly what I'm talking about. And I can almost guarantee most of you guys will reply with the wrong answer. Unique to the market. If you can put a logo on it, better supply chain. If you can't put a logo on it, that is the most generic answer. Why do I even film those fucking YouTube videos for 3 hours, try to educate you guys, not me? I know how to reply to this question. Why do I even film those YouTube videos if you can't tell me what I talked about? Fast shipping, high quality, yes, more. Come on. What does branding overall mean? I explained that very well in the YouTube video. Branding means improving in all aspects. And we're not only talking about customer experience, we're talking about the product life cycle, we're talking about the entire supply chain, about the marketing angles, everything. So let's see, what can we brand? We can have the packaging, as already said. Packaging. Then the entire supply chain. Do you guys know what a supply chain is? Does everybody here know and understand what a supply chain is? Or is that just a fucking business word that you guys have no idea what that means? Supply chain. Customer experience. And then let's add one more. Let's add website. Okay, let's put it like this. Front end, which is as much as marketing, and back end, which is as much as everything that happens on the website and behind the website. Stainless steel chains. Bro, what? Okay, quick economic lesson for you guys. A supply chain is basically all steps that the product goes through. Okay, so the last step we have is customer receives the product and reviews the product. And you can go super in depth on all the supply chain steps, but this is basically customer reviews it. In the middle, we have something like the marketing, so people find the product. And before that, we have the production. The supply chain means as much as, okay, we have the supply at the end of the chain. Then we have the marketing, where the consumer starts seeing the product, then he orders it, and then the last step would be the customer service. No, Noel, the supply chain that's actually wrong. You said, just kidding, it's like everything what happens in China. No, the supply chain includes everything that you put into this as well. So the marketing, the shipping, talking to the supplier, asking for the review, the after sales, and so on and so forth. Our supply chain with organic dropshipping, let me actually do a quick excursion here, because I think this is quite important, because this is something that I actually learned in university. So what we have, this is probably our last step, the customer reviews. After that, you guys probably think, okay, we're done, business is done, the supply chain ends. As well as getting the product from the supplier, you would think is the other extreme. But now it's very important. And I wouldn't say this has to be executed in every organic business, but it's definitely good to know, so you know that business is kind of endless. It goes in both ways, so much deeper. So you might be thinking, okay, the supplier, that's the last thing I have. But let me show you guys. We can have this supply chain going much further that way and also much further that way, which is what big brands do, right? When you talk about big brands, they don't just focus on making one sale. Okay, this is now very fuck. They don't just focus on making one sale. After that, they have email campaigns, for example, sending to the customer. They do email, SMS marketing. In that box, for example, that the customer received, there was a gift card inside, so that the customer, he places another order. He recommends his friends, and so on and so forth. So this chain goes on and on and on. So you have more LTV, as Charles just said. This is called, let's put that here as well, lifetime fucking hate this keyboard, bro. Lifetime value. And this is actually, in our organic business, I do admit it's not too important, but it's definitely important to at least know what that means. Because the more you work on this part after the customer reviews, the more money you can make. If you had a customer once and he actually was super satisfied with the entire supply chain here, if all of these steps went super good, like he got a good price, the marketing was cool, his problem got somehow solved, it has a wow effect for him, and then he got the product quite fast, product quality is good, then you can actually sell them in the future as well. But most of you guys, you stop right here, which is why you just don't get all the other money that is basically waiting on the table. And then let's look at the other side real quick. So we can always go deeper on that side, but same here. Okay, so you may have found one supplier. Have you checked multiple suppliers? If they get better prices? Have you checked if you actually get stock yourself? This is all things you can get here in order to, like, obviously, this is a very basic organic supply chain, but you can also get way deeper. The reason why I would say this is the base minimum is because this is connected with low effort, low energy input. Like, you just make the marketing, you send the product to the customer, that's it. But if you actually want to build some competitive edge and barrier to entry, you would want to go all the way in this direction here. Why? This is obviously going to be more effort, more energy. More effort, more energy. This is something that I'm doing with Carbrace, for example, right? Which is kind of killing competitors. So if you go this way of the supply chain, you're more and more in the actual trenches of the manufacturing process. But that means the deeper you actually go this side, the more you're kind of killing competitors. So it doesn't always make sense to do that. If you have a perfect listing, your supplier is giving you perfect prices, fast shipping, and so on and so forth, then stay with that easy supply chain. But just having in mind that big brands, they go all the way here to the lowest cycle, like Apple, for example. The reason why Apple's supply chain is so fucking good is because they literally mastered it to the smallest T. Like, imagine here, this is where they process these Intel, the Apple silicon chips, right? This is how Apple actually took over the entire market with their chips. They produce all their small parts themselves. Here, this is like step number one. The first step, they produce the products themselves, which makes it so much harder for all the other brands now to copy the iPhone, because they can't copy Apple anymore. Because beforehand, they were all using the same Intel chips. Now Apple is just doing Apple chips for the iPhones, which is killing competition. Does that make sense? So the further you go down the supply chain, kind of, and actually talking about, like, this is, let's call this the manufacturer's playground. Manufacturer's playground. The more you go down here, the more you kill competition. But it's also very important that this is always connected with more effort and more energy. So most of the times, if you just stick in here and you maybe go a little bit further than that, like in this way, you could kill competition. If you go a little bit further than this, you could make more money with less effort. Does this make sense? Back to products. So, practice. Quick recap. How do we now do the PR? Should I just go, fly to China, do some real life PR? Is that gonna make sense? Do I just, I don't know, go outside here in Dubai, go on the mall, try and find some products there? How do we find PR? How do we find products? Live PR, bro. What does that mean, live PR? Where do I do the live PR? In the Dubai Mall? Instagram. Okay, so we have IG, Burner, we have TikTok, Burner, and I'd say Ali Burner. Those are the three most important things. Within the IG and TikTok Burner, we have, what do we have? Tell me. What are the small extra accounts called? How should our TikTok burner and IG burner ideally look like for maximized products? General burner, niche burner, and let's call it the giftable couple / Q4 burner. Bruna, beautiful. Quick recap of this. The general burner is the burner which shows us all the products, but mostly not showing the actual... Okay, let me go the other way around. The niche burner is only set up for cars, for example, because I love running car products, right? Here I will see the best out of the best car products. Whereas on the general burner, it's showing me products from all different niches, but probably not showing me the best car products just because they are not being shown on this generic TikTok burner account. And same thing here. The giftable couple product, aka the Q4 burner, is going to show me specifically products that I can run in Q4. So let's do another quick excursus on the dropshipping seasoning on the seasoning burner and the custom before we do the PR, because we need to get a game plan on what we are actually looking for, because products can be run in multiple different niches, multiple different ways. Main goal is going to be making 100K revenue. How should we split this up? So we have to keep in mind, yes, we could say, okay, go fully brandable. Okay, the branded product you won't probably find in that specific burner session when you force it. It's just not how it's happening. You find it over time, you do multiple sessions, so it's probably going to be quite unrealistic for us to now find that brandable product in the burner session. So that means we can split this time up. I'd say let's choose like 3 to 4 products. I think that's good for Q4. What kind of products can we go for? We just said there's dropshipping products, there's custom products, there's seasonal products, there's evergreen products. Obviously, all these products exist in different niches. We can go in different markets. All those things that we learned before, like you guys have to understand. This is now all building blocks, one level after another. All the things we already talked about in the previous lessons, those are all the basics. You need to know these basics now. And on top of that, we're building more knowledge and knowledge and knowledge. So let's have a look. Main goal, 100K revenue. Let's have a look at the chat. I've never heard of this shit, Noel. Also, let's stick to the topic now. This is kind of a bit off topic. Okay, 100K revenue, I would say if we have 100% time, energy, and efforts, We should be putting... okay, now's the thing. When we're talking products for our organic nemesis, that's something we now should talk about as well. Are we only looking for organic dropshipping products? Or are we also doing some TikTok Shop products? Because if I'm being honest, I would probably be sprinkling in TikTok Shop as well. Because you have to think about it like this. This was actually something I learned from Mike Thurston, which was super smart. Back in the days, it's also super funny. Most of us guys, like especially men, we understand things better when it's being explained in gym bro terms. So Mike Thurston actually at one point explained to me, because I was only doing exercises only for strength, but obviously there's like calisthenics, there's different ways. For example, when you do yoga, Pilates, all of these things, if you're actually trying to get a healthy and strong body, you shouldn't only be focusing on one side of the coin. Like there's always two sides to the coin, as well as the entire table. When you see different fruits or different food on the table and you only go for one, you miss the taste of all of these things. So I think we're kind of limiting ourselves if we say, okay, we're only going for organic dropshipping products, because then we're not even doing, first of all, we're not participating in the biggest trend right now, which is TikTok Shop. US and Germany, both good. Obviously, Germany is more hype because it just came out, but also there's TikTok Shop in France, in Spain, in I think Italy as well now. So there's almost TikTok Shop is almost all around the world nowadays, especially in Europe. And there's always ways, if you live in a third world country, how you can participate in that as well. So I'd say we don't limit ourselves. That way we can also do Kello data research, which is going to be a nice lesson as well. And we should be doing definitely 20 to 30% TikTok Shop. Then rest of it, 70 to 80% is going to be the for organic dropshipping. And then I would say we do 2 fast dropshipping products. I'll explain that in a second. I would try 1 evergreen, 1 evergreen plus seasonal, as well as, oh fuck, this is sauce. Holy shit. Okay. My brain is coming up with some crazy shit as I'm typing this. 1 brandable. Bam, bam, bam. This is so sick. Let me just for 1 second have a look at what my baddie texted me back, because I'm kind of curious. Okay, so I see them questions in the chat. You guys are tripping. Let me explain that shit. Oh, fuck, guys. If none of you guys actually implements this shit into his business, and all you do is just look at these lessons, and I'm going to be honest, actually everybody who is in this call has to make minimum 100K revenue Q4. And I'll put this out now. If you don't do it, you kind of cooked. I don't think, like, I don't want to sound too arrogant or some shit, but I don't think anybody else could map out making 100K revenue more clear than us on these calls. Like, I don't want to exclude you guys, because I said we're doing this together, which means we're all in the same boat. Everybody should be able to do it. If you can't follow all these resources, then you kind of cooked. This is literally step-by-step process on how to get rich. Somebody should start writing a book about this. Okay, let's get down to our products. We now discussed 20 to 30% dropshipping, TikTok Shop, sorry, my bad. Out of our 100% time, we said Organic Nemesis is doing this full time, by the way. So how I like to think about it, because we'll talk about the bulk editing at some point probably as well when we talk about the content strategy, which means how I am thinking is, okay, let me quickly draw this shit, okay? Give me a few seconds, just randomly yep in the chat. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Come on, bro. We have Friday, Saturday. And Sunday. Okay, so this right here is 100% of our time. We already concluded Organic Nemesis is doing this full time because he wants to make the most out of Q4. And 20 to 30%, if we know that this is 100%, 20 to 30% is probably going to be a day and a half, maybe 2 days max. More I would not put into TikTok Shop. So this time, these 2 days we're putting into TikTok Shop. The rest of this equation, this right here, this is dropshipping. This is dropshipping time. This is TikTok shopping time. So we have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products we can run, because with my strategy that I'm about to teach you in the upcoming lessons as well, you will easily be able to run 1 product per day. And there's also, like, some days you will be able to run 2 products a day, for example, when you have super easy products where all you have to do is just literally film and put a text hook and a sound on it, like the Glow Hand, for example. This is the most easiest product at the time on the world, and this takes you 10 to 15 minutes a day. So that's something you can always sprinkle in, those low effort products. That being said, out of all these days, let me add here, this is the TikTok shop time. And this is drop shipping time. Fuck, I'm so fucking smart, bro. It's actually so fucking easy to make money. How the fuck are you guys not making fucking more money than you do right now? This is all the time we will be putting into running dropshipping products, okay? So I just said 2 fast dropshipping products. What does that mean? This is just products which we can source super fast because they're either available super fast for our suppliers on Amazon when we can start filming the next days, or fast AliExpress shipping and so on and so forth. Because like a product like that, for example, best example again would be the Glow Hand. You just order it on Amazon, same day you can start filming because arrival is so fast. Whereas on the other hand side, if you go for some custom made blankets or so, that is not a fast dropshipping product because you have to come up with the designs first, then you have to wait for the POD to finish, then deliver to your home and so on and so forth, right? That's the difference between fast dropshipping products and like more long, like not even long term, just longer taking products to actually start doing them. And I always like to do the fast dropshipping products just because speed, and you can always kind of ride the wave. With the path we're laying out for Organic Nemesis, it's not going to be him only trying to run the brandable product, because he's going to be wasting so much time and knowledge. This is very important. I myself, I still sprinkle in smaller products, even though I don't have the biggest vision with them, just to test more. Testing is so fucking important, guys. You can never forget that whatever you do, you just need to test more angles, more products, more markets, everything. Just more. Because some people, they actually get lost. They try to find this one perfect brandable product, whereas they haven't even, like, they're not even making consistently money. This is something you can think of if you're a big CEO of a big brand, and literally every second you have, you should be focusing on this one perfect product. No, just test, more. Test. More money, more bitches, more problems, okay? So, whilst you do that, this is very important. Whilst you do this right here, the fast dropshipping products, as I would like to tell them, then whilst you do that, you put in daily 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, max 2 hours. You don't need more than that. You literally just need 1 hour, 30 minutes to 60 minutes per day consistently, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Why do I say that? Because the branding product that you're looking for is probably not going to be in your first burner session. It's probably going to be at some point randomly in your burner session. You'll somehow find it. God is like, oh my God, he's running those fast dropshipping products. He's doing the burner session at the same time. Let me sprinkle in a winning product on his For You page. If all you do is just scroll like a lazy piece of shit at home and wait for the perfect product to come around, you don't fucking deserve it, bro. You don't deserve it. So put in the work first. Whilst you put in the work and you are super consistent, then you get your winning product. And this is super important, because here, if you do this, this is so fucking important. Not only you have output, you also, okay, let me put it like that. You have output, you make money, you learn because you have all of the output, and overall, you become consistent and you build systems which will long-term help you with the brand that you want to build. Like, let's say you actually, even for me, like, I'm good at what I'm doing. I'm not perfect at what I'm doing, which is why I'm still doing everything and I'm still trying to improve every single day. You don't improve every single day if you just sit at home and all you do is PR. Whereas if you work on the products, there's always things that you can learn. There's no such thing as having a perfect product launch. Like, look, this right here, every single time I'm doing this product launch, I find something that I can improve for the next time. So that when I actually find the product, such as I did with Carbase, it's gonna be so much easier to actually make this product work, right? So, it's fucking hot in here. Which is why I want Organic Nemesis to start cooking. Whilst he kind of has his products, he gets feedback, finds the product, and so on and so forth. Why is it so laggy right now? And then on top of that, this is like just general dropshipping products. On top of that, we can do evergreen and seasonal products. This is a bit more specific, because evergreen products and seasonal products, with the seasonal products, for example, we can easily just run up a bag. And with the evergreen product, we're not limiting ourselves to only making money this Q4, right? So those are all factors that we have to keep in mind. And whilst doing this right here, whilst doing this, this is actually, let me put it like this. These two things, they come in here together. And then when we deserve it, we get the brandable product. We're not trying to force to find this one brandable product, which probably most of you guys were hoping what we are going to do today. Like, I'm just jumping on my TikTok burner account and I'll tell all of you guys, just start running this product. You learn all of this and you need to implement this onto your own business. Like, if some of you guys are waiting for the product to arrive, you're already doing it the wrong way. The same thing with my one-on-one students. We're doing this same exact strategy. They start running this. Whilst we do this, we're obviously trying to find more products, better products. Because the second you build momentum and you add another product, bam, you get a crazy incline on your journey. So you basically skyrocket. Whereas if what most of you guys do is, okay, I run a product died down. Okay, let me find a new product. Okay, now I learned a bit more, but it crashed down again. Oh, now I need to find for the perfect brandable product because I've been running so many products and I need a perfect product. But your progress is so slow. Whereas if you would at least run 1 or 2 products, you would still be learning, you would still be improving. And then by the second you deserve it, get your brandable product, bam! Money in, bro! So, let's actually have a look at it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products we can run in total. I'd actually say 5 to 6 products. And now don't call me crazy, because I know there's going to be some people misunderstanding that again and trying to tell me like, oh my God, you're so fucking crazy. There's no fucking way you can push out high quality and so on and so forth. You're going to burn out and so on and so forth. First of all, burnout ain't fucking real. Everybody who's saying burnout is real is a fucking bitch ass pussy. Second of all, you don't have to do it. This is obviously the perfect scenario. But what does make more sense? Going in this business trying your best, or going in this business just trying to hope for results? Like, I can only give you guys the guaranteed formula. If I give you guys a formula with like, yeah, maybe just try one product and another product, no, your probability, this is fucking math, bro. The more you do, the more output you have, the higher your probabilities. It's as easy as that. The more you do, the more money you make. If I tell you guys, okay, yeah, just run one product, just do 1 upload per day, it can work, but most of the times, 80% it's not gonna work. And yes, I fucking know there's some people out there, they are going to tell you like, bro, you must be crazy, like putting in so much time just to make this money. Okay, then if you think it's better to just run one product, then just run one product. If it's not working, then it's not gonna work. Because so many people will actually tell you, hey bro, I got successful with one product. Cool. Can this person replicate success? Does this person have any idea about business? Probably not. He just got lucky for once. And you will realize that, because the second they start talking, you just be like, bro, what the fuck? You have no idea about organic. How the fuck did you even make this money? But that's also the point of time where you shouldn't be jealous. Like, I'm not teaching you guys how to have a one-hit wonder. I'm teaching you guys how to generally, long-term, 5 years, lifetime skill. How can you replicate this fucking success? Is if you actually put in the work. And if you think this is hard, then fucking go cry somewhere else. In VIP, we have fucking motherfucking Marine soldiers who wanna make 6 figures. So all I'm asking you guys to do is just listen on these calls, implement, execute, and earn the fucking fruits of your labor. So let's get cooking. Let's actually start with TikTok burner account. Let me get my phone. Bro, my fucking ass is so sweaty. Why the fuck is this room so hot? Fuck this shit. Okay, now I quickly, let me think, because last time I've been trying to do my burner. I actually fucked that up because I didn't have my VPN on. So let me see how I can set it up this time correct without cooking my burner account. Okay. Delete, 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 and so on and so forth. Okay. Then let's have a look. Am I logged in here? Brrr, nope. Oh my god, Digga. Shimon real silent again. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da. Welcome to McDonald's. Guys, if you actually don't make money this Q4, you should better get used to this sound. Ba-da-da-da-da. Welcome to McDonald's. Okay, I quickly need to re-log in on my accounts. I hope I know the password, bro. That was not well prepared, I'm gonna be honest. Nope, wrong password. Fuck. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yes, it's working. Okay, we're in. Okay, fuck. Now I need the other. Ah! Okay, so. Guys, I'm actually cooking right now. Just give me a few seconds to make this shit right. VPN is connected. Okay, it should be working. How do I join this more fucking call, bruh? Sprachzeit. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Oh, how do you like this perspective, huh? How do you like this angle, huh? Huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Oh, how do you like this perspective, huh? How do you like this angle, huh? Huh? So, let me tell you guys about. What, I turn my fucking camera, bro? Like this. Okay. Oh shit, this camera quality ain't good. Boom! Come on. Now we're cooking, bro. Now we're cooking. Let me quickly. Wait. Uno segundo. Let's get the shit a bit more branded. I'm not only branding my products, I'm also branding everything I touch. Wait, give me 1 second, guys. Just give me 1 second. What I'm about to cook is gonna be crazy. So, boom. Oh shit, yes. This is sexy. Huh? This is my burner account. I don't know where's the sound coming from. Okay, not from my mic, so this way. Is the chat where's the chat? Okay, over here. It's a Chinese remote. Yeah, there's actually 4 my manifestation type products. But this shit ain't even, yeah, it's not working. Fucking Chinese product, bro. Okay, back on topic. Trying to find a winning producto. This is the burner account. Everybody should know what a burner account is. Is this more or less good? Guys, can you see this? Can you hear everything? Is anything lagging? Is everything good? What is a burner account? Okay. Same question as last time, by the way. Oh, is somebody recording this shit? Because I just realized my call is not recording. Okay, this is kind of stupid. I did not think about this. Is anyone recording while it's recording? Okay, cool. Cool. Bro, this is actually insane. I don't know if any one of you guys has already seen this. Somebody is running this. This is a brand new video angle. This is all made with AI. So they basically pretend this is a rip clip, for example. Then we have a clip which he filmed for, like, this is also a rip clip. Then this is filmed by himself, and everything is evoking the emotion that this is actually super original product. And then, bam, AI. People are doing this with multiple different angles right now, and this is actually super quick. And like, I saw this in the golf niche, and there was so much demand for this, bro. It's insane. And how do I know it's AI? Because I've been trying to source a similar product and I couldn't find it. And then I actually looked at the comments, they said it's AI. And if you actually have a closer look, you can see it as well. So this person was smart enough to see that the other golf person who was selling this successfully is now doing it in a different niche. So whoever is behind this account is actually a fucking genius who executed very fast, on speed, and with knowledge. I do admit I'm not a big fan of the designs for the Christian watches, and I would also probably not be in this niche again just because of the fact that the targeting and the conversions are always super fucking trash. But overall, definitely a decent idea. Nah, I don't like this angle. Video quality is cooked. Why is the video quality cooked? Is the video quality actually cooked? Should I go back? Not too cooked.
but cooked. Yeah, low-key cooked. Why the fuck is it cooked, bro? The fuck? Yeah, it's probably because of my phone. I think that my phone has VPN problems. Wait, what's that? Nah, nah. Oh my god, I'm just seeing dropshipping shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? No. Bro, why do I just see Christian shit all the time? I think my TikTok account might be cooked. This, I would definitely recommend Mr. Organic Nemesis to start running. Still uploading, still uploading. Easy video concepts to do. And this would be one of the fast products, not only because of basically we can order this the next day on Amazon. It's super easy to film. And this is going to be the product we can start filming immediately. You can actually experience soaking with you get to see iconic landmarks like the Rainbow Forest. No, this is mid, but the videos, the visual look is good. Damn good ass visual look. Who the fuck is running this from Brazil, bro? Dropshipping goes international. Let's see how it comes out. Oh shit. Oh, okay, no, this is the same brake light as before. I thought this one was custom made. 3, 2. Jewelry is actually insane. Isn't Valentine's Day coming up soon? And these products always fucking perform well. It's just super low converting. But if you can find something similar to this and you have a girl, this would also be one of the products I would just run as a seasonal product, because on, like, guys, this is actually a trash product, but what makes this product fucking good is that there's always people who buy this. Like in Germany, most of my fucking friends, they actually buy the shit. I would never run this, but there's actually some guys, they have no fucking taste and they just buy the shit to their girlfriends. And you can easily tell them with these easy products. So is this going to be a product that's solely going to make us 6 figures? No. Is this going to be a product that can make us 10, 20K with the right video angle and the right timing? Yes, definitely. And the way I'm thinking right now, the input, the effort against the output that we could get with the money, that could be worth it. Yeah, because it would be different if this was now a bricks content, like with Lego products, where we would have to spend all the time trying to build the product and then hopefully go viral then at some point and then make the money. It would not be worth it. This is literally, you just sit in the car, you have 4 to 5 variants of this product, you film and you're done. One thing I do love, guys, is that actually you in the chat, you are thinking with me right now, because usually I used to be the one shouting at you guys that you only just copy and paste and run those products. Nice to see that you kinda started getting some brain cells. Let me put it like that. New marketing angle, yes, maybe. That's very good. Always to keep in mind, like, how can we get this product just using that as inspiration and bringing that into a new niche? This, by the way, I've seen so many times before, this aerosol. Why is nobody doing this? I don't know, like for planes or something like that. Like the jet niche is so big as well. People are only doing this for the car niche. So that would, for example, be a brandable product. I would look into that. Like we're going super far on the left extreme of the supply chain. Like we would have to come up with the sample design first. But this could be something, instead of just doing this with the same GT3 RS one, you could do this with different designs. You could do this in different niches, like for airplanes, for example. and then start running up a brand long term for a branded product. Yeah, I'm sorry for the sound. This is because my phone is connected to a shit ass VPN right now. Shoes, bro. Let's talk about shoes for a second, because we already found so many good products. So the brandable product I just told you guys is good. Then the fast product we can run is already good. So we have two potential products we can start running. Now the next thing is shoes. Shoes are so fucking good, bro. I would highly recommend everybody, to be honest, kind of slowly starting to look into organic fashion products. Bro, shoes, everybody who's doing shoes, they are making so much bank. And this product I actually haven't seen before. Like now, enemy niche again, very tough. But overall, this account seems to be cooking. They look like an actual brand. This looks super good. So this would be something I would look into. And now all you need to do is just bring the shoe in every fucking niche, bro. The Christian niche, the Juice World shoes that we know. There's so many different shoes. And actually people are nowadays, like a few years ago, people would only be wearing Nike shoes and Adidas shoes or something like this, or from big brands. Nowadays, people actually want to be unique and they actually want to buy shoes which nobody else has. So if you do this with limited versions and so on and so forth, this could go bang. Car shoes, for example, yes, bro. One, this is no fucking joke. Like, there's some shoes out there with the BMW M sign who I know converted very, very high. So shoes is something I would look into as well, more like a big product. So as mentioned before, we're trying to just find one branded product. So if Organic Nemesis, I would I wouldn't focus on going shoes and the Aeroplan thing that I just said. I would then think again, okay, am I more a fashion dude who would want to run this, or am I more like a car dude and I would have more fun filming for the car shelf? Like, does that make sense? So let's give it a few more scrolls, because I'm actually trying to find one or two products where I would think for myself, okay, I would immediately want to hop on them. As of now, I haven't found something like that, which I will tell you in a second as well how we can get around this. Like, we could start doing more. We could kind of keep continuing the thought of the brandable products, such as with the shelf, as well as with the shoes, and then immediately start doing products with the TikTok shop. Because right now, what is very important, we're in the product. Okay, so this is the cycle, the framework that we're doing. Here is the money. We are here right now. We don't have the product, but we want to get to this level as soon as possible. So we need the fucking product to get started immediately, which is why we're not wasting 3 to 6 months on finding the perfect brandable product, because we want to start now. So we just move a bit closer to this side. And the way we can do that is, if we don't find a product on our burner account, it's literally just starting with TikTok shop products. This is the easiest way. If you live in Germany or the US, you get the product literally within 2 to 3 days. You start doing the product videos for it, and you can probably make 10K your first month. So anybody who isn't starting yet and can't find the product, literally just go on Calodata, which is what we'll do on the next call. Get some products ready, 2, 3 products, order them, and then just start running them. Whilst you do that, you still look on your burner account for your own business, but just to get things started, because speed matters. You need to start now. Like, because in the next call, we will be talking about content, and you guys, you need to do this for yourselves now. Obviously, the one-on-ones, they get the confirmed products from Alex and me. But everybody else who's in these VIP calls, like, I'm not gonna tell you do exactly this. We're just doing this together and then brainstorming what would be good for Organic Nemesis. But you guys need to get products yourselves. I will not send you a fucking product spreadsheet and tell you do exactly that. Like, you need to do the job yourself, because in the next 2, 3 calls, in the upcoming calls, we will start to talk about products. About content. And if you don't have products ready at that time, you're missing out on all the thoughts that's going to be fit, because then you can't ask specific questions about your products, about your content, and so on and so forth. So you guys need to literally log in now until the next call, and maybe the call after, we'll still be doing product research. You need to do the PR for yourself, sending in product sheets in the group calls so we can go over them and you guys can get my feedback, so that when the second comes that we start talking about converting content, website, and so on and so forth, you already have all of the accounts ready. This is also a banger, bro. So I'm gonna be honest. Recently, I see more and more. Yeah, I know it's blurry as fuck. This is the last slide we'll do anyways. I'm seeing my Wi-Fi is getting worse and worse. Fashion and shoes recently are being ran so successfully. So let me quickly switch back to my MacBook. Okay. Back on. No. Oh, here's the camera. Wait. So, please excuse the fucking bad connection, but Mother Ducker has to stay in Dubai in order to not pay taxes, which unfortunately gives us very bad quality when it comes to Discord. Okay, before we wrap up this call, let me quickly go over what we just discussed. So, where's my Maro border? So, because I know you fucking guys have no idea how to always execute on those live PR sessions that we have, let's quickly run through what we just discovered. Because what most of you guys do is you just do PR and you don't reflect on it. I'm so fucking smart. I can do it whilst I do my live product or burner session. But most of you guys, you just scroll and then you forget about your products and you basically have zero learning effect. So, guys, what's something that I told you in the last 10 to 20 minutes when we did the PR that can be a good product, that can be run in a different niche, that can be overall executed, which is going to bring us closer to our first 6 figures? Nothing. Nice. Okay, beautiful. Let's put it like this. Live TikTok PR lessons. Bro, there was so many fucking gems. Are you guys stupid? Sometimes it's actually super funny. So one of my creators is Will inside of here as well. Will. He is. So here's the thing. Most of you guys, which is also why I'm now taking this time to run you guys through the lessons again. Most of you guys don't even realize when I'm actually spitting hella sauce because it's just too much actual sauce for you to fathom and even just use this to comprehend the business. So now let me actually break down all of these gems in smaller portions so you actually know, oh, okay, now I understand. My stupid ass wasn't smart enough to understand what Nico was saying before. So let's have a look at this. Live TikTok PR lessons. Shoes are good. Why are shoes good? What was the reason? What was the thinking behind it? Custom, brandable. Yes. But one very key thing, one psychological thing why these shoes are in nowadays world so OP. Fashion product. Obviously, it's a fucking fashion product. No, they're also not new. They are, people can identify themselves and they will feel more unique. People are not only using Nike shoes anymore, or they, like, guys, I don't know if you've actually realized that, but a few 5 years ago, everybody, if you weren't having shoes from Nike or Adidas, you were fucking weird as fuck. Nobody was wearing shoes from somebody which wasn't a big brand. Now, if you have a good ass shoe, like the Juice WRLD shoes, for example, if the Nails product, for example, those are shoes that look fucking good and people will buy them just because the design is so fire, and people are nowadays not so strict anymore on only buying Nike or Adidas shoes, which is very important. Like the shift in mindsets of people allows you to sell these products much more successfully. Shoes are good. Fashion is lit. I actually have a fashion product coming very soon as well, which is going to be my next big brand. Just so you guys know. Maybe I'll make it public, maybe I'll not. And then we said custom. Yeah, obviously custom. We said aero shelves with custom cars or in the jet niche. Come on, let's go circle here and try and fill this out with more things.
we were talking about how to get started fast. Like, right? We had the cycle. We are now here in the products, and here the money is waiting here. How the fuck do we get here very, very, very fast if we don't find a product on our TikTok account? Because we can't force it. We then just need to switch our thinking module, our thinking. Come on, tell me, how the fuck do we get to the money faster, closer? We don't just wait for the perfect product to arrive. Start running products, yeah, obviously. Calo data, research, and run proven products from TikTok Shop. Why? Because you don't really need to do PR. All you do is you just go on Calo data, you see what the best products are, you ask the brand to send out their products, they will arrive in 2 to 3 days at your place. You start doing the content, you start making your first sales. So easy. So many beginners actually nowadays, like you probably, which is why I'm pointing this out very clear, on TikTok Shop, you can make money this week. This week. You don't have to wait 4 fucking months to find your product, to build up your website, to start getting traction. All you do is order a winning product from TikTok Shop, start running, get the first money. Whilst you do that, you look for your organic products. While you have your first organic products, you look for your brandable products, and then boom, explosive through the roof. You just made your first 6 figures within the month. Okay, let's add a few more lessons here. Run, come on. Come on. Why is my keyboard not connecting anymore? Fuck, bro. Fuck you, bro. I actually might have fucked up my keyboard right now. Okay, my brain is too small to fit. Okay. We have a few more lessons that I want you guys to find. What else have we been? Okay, come on. Let's do 3 more sticky notes, and then we'll wrap up this call. What else did we talk about in the live PR session? Come on. Tell me. Couple robot is not good. Couple robot is not good. Couple products. Beautiful. You guys do have some brain cells. Couple products. What else did we say about the couple products? Why did the couple products actually work? Come on, explain to me why the couple products work. Or why the couple products are good. Yes, because they're giftable. And law of... It's called law of efforts. Law of time versus value. You put in low efforts with a high reward. Whereas I wouldn't recommend doing this if it would take you 10 hours to film and you would only get this amount. But since it's just taking you 5 minutes to film per day, this is something you can easily just sprinkle in to start. And as said, this is not going to be the product that's going to make you 6 figures, but this is the product that gets you started. Don't wait on the perfect opportunity. Create the opportunity. It's very important. Create, don't wait. Boom! Fucking poetic as shit, bruh. Last sticky note for the day. I want everybody to be active before we wrap up this call. What else did we talk about? TikTok Shop, you can make money this week. Okay, let's put it the other way around. TikTok Shop can make you money this week, but what's more important on the live TikTok PR session is find a way to make money this week, right? If you have to scroll on your burner account for hours and hours and days and you won't find shit and you don't have any products that you run right now, you need to start doing something that makes you money. We're doing this for making money. We're not doing this in order to find some product that we can run up at some point. We're doing this for the money. If you make the money with the TikTok shop, then go full send on the TikTok shop. Does that make sense? Like, you are wasting, some of you guys are wasting so much time, so much potential, so many learnings just by not doing shit, just because you're waiting, you're not creating. TikTok shop is a possibility out there. You can do TikTok shop. Maybe you find a perfect product on your burner, then do that. But don't wait. Just start doing, bro. Just literally start doing. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity to come. Just have some fucking balls and go full send. So, rapid fire, a few questions. Haven't been looking too much at the chat. And then we'll wrap it up very shortly. I'll probably have one more announcement to make. I actually forgot to make the announcement in the beginning, but I think we just lost a few people, which is good for the guys that are in here. So, as you guys know, Alex and I, we started running our one-on-one. As of now, we are 7 or 8 people inside. Max is going to be 20 people. Then next time we'll be onboarding people. I don't know. Thing is, why we're not going to be onboarding more people is because both of us are in this journey ourselves. We have the calls with you guys. We have the WhatsApp chats with all of you guys. And there has not been the official start yet. We've been talking to a few people behind the scenes. Obviously, the people we've got on board were our favorites and the people that we've been talking behind the scenes with. The official start is going to be, I think, from today on in a week. Just so you guys know, because you are in the call right now, it's going to be public to everyone else as well. So everybody who is in the free section, for example, can start to apply as well. And then we'll be jumping on calls with everybody and actually see who's a good fit. But one thing that is very important is that not only are the spots limited, you guys also can sign up on the wait list. Why is that so important? Because the second I start doing all of the announcements, not only on my YouTube, also on my socials, the fucking spots will be taken. I'm being that serious. And after those 20 spots, I honestly don't know when we're going to do the next onboarding. So that was just a small favor that I did to you guys. Maybe I'll be sending in the waitlist today or tomorrow, just so you know that if you actually want to start printing this Q4 and you have a budget and you don't want to lose out on money by not joining, then feel free to sign up to the waitlist. So don't want to stress that out too much. I just wanted to put some attention on that since you guys are always joining the calls and you are kind of my favorite people just because we always see each other every single week. And that don't, please, this is very important. One thing I want to stress as well. Don't be sending me DMs and don't cry about it if you don't get a spot, okay? So you guys know how Alex and I work. All of you guys know that we know exactly what the fuck we're doing. And we'll easily get those 20 spots filled. That's the first thing. The second thing is, we don't know when to onboard the next people. And we'll probably be having a crazy New Year's Eve party here in Dubai, where all of the one-on-ones will be invited to join. So not only we're building a crazy community, we'll not only be making money all together, we'll not only be reviewing your products, we'll not only be reviewing your content, we'll also be having a crazy party after Q4 over New Year's Eve here in Dubai. So everybody who actually wants to build not only real connections to multi-six-figure dropshippers as Alex and me, and you actually also want to get to know people in real life, you can buy your Willy Wonka golden ticket in order to join the New Year's Eve party as well. That's something I want to stress out as well because it's going to be solely exclusive for the people who are in the one-on-one. We haven't talked about this too much. And that being said, I must say that is the end of the call. All those questions that I see in the chat, we can talk about them on Saturday. On Saturday, we have the chat and the guest call with Kevin Martins. And without further ado, that was a beautiful call. Thanks everybody for joining in. Please do some PR for the one-on-one. Send the PR in our WhatsApp group chat so we can go over them, so we can flex on the brokies and the people outside the one-on-one if they haven't made money in Q4. But with that being said, I'm going to see you guys fucking soon. Adios.